Hello everyone, and welcome to my Let's Play of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Now, this is my favorite Kirby game for a lot of reasons, and today is actually the game's 10th anniversary, so I thought it would be fun to showcase all that this game has to offer, and I'm hoping to do a full 100% playthrough of it, and get that done by the time of Kirby and the Forgotten Land's release. So, yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. And of course, we have the opening cutscene here. Kirby's homeworld of Popstar. Mennonite reading a book, and a strange portal opens up, and out comes a mysterious vessel from another world. You can see it's losing parts there, critically damaged. And Kirby and his friends racing to see what it is. Inside, we meet this character, whose name is Magolor. Frantically looking around, sees that his power source has been depleted, and his ship parts have been destroyed. But Kirby steps up and promises to help him repair his ship. Same with DDD, Waddle Dee, and Mennonite. Magolor thanks them for their generosity, tells them where they can find the ship parts. Kirby and the game set out on their grand adventure. Level 1, Cookie Country. Now, I'm actually not going to do that first. I'm going to jump back to here, just so we can... we can look at the starship here. And you can come back to this area at any time during your playthrough. Yeah, and go inside. And none of these doors are working, as you can see, but you can speak to Magolor. Hey, Kirby. So you haven't seen any huge spaceship parts lying around, have you? As you probably noticed, when my Star Cutter crashed here in Dreamland, a bunch of stuff broke off and went flying every which way. The oars, the wings, 5 very important parts have all gone missing. I also lost all 120 of my energy spheres. My poor ship is in shambles. Anyway, I'm going to stay here and try to repair the lore as best I can. But I could sure use some help tracking down those missing parts. And yeah, as he said, the lore, this ship is actually called the Lore Star Cutter, which, so yeah. Alright, enough of that. Now we can finally get into the gameplay and the first level here. First door unlocks. And yeah, so as I said, this is going to be a full 100% playthrough. That's what I plan it to be. And I don't think I really need to explain the basic gameplay of Kirby here. You suck up guys, you swallow them, you can spit them out. I will, however, talk about once we get these copy abilities. You can do a lot more interesting moves here. And yeah, you can charge up and use the spin attack, which is one of the moves that they added to this game. And yeah, one thing I really like about this game is how they add a lot of these really out there and cool new abilities to pre-existing copy abilities to make them feel very fresh. And that's kind of what Superstar did many years beforehand. But this game really takes it up to the next level with some of the weird things that they add. And basically, they just make every copy ability more useful and more fun. And that's one of the reasons that I like this game so much, is I love all the copy abilities in it. Basically every single one is fun to use. And with Sword is sort of the standard mascot ability. You can do your basic combo there. You can do a rising slash and follow it up with a downward thrust. You can do a downward thrust from midair. And you can attack aerially. Yeah, so it's basically just a very fast, long-ranged copy ability that's useful. But I think we're going to drop that and get our second copy ability, Fire. And now this copy ability is you can burn up people with powerful attacks here. You can use that Flame Wheel ability, see? Use it to roll around on the surface. Now, as I just said, they do try to add interesting new abilities to copy abilities in this game, but Fire is one of the ones that they didn't really change too much from Superstar. It's just sort of basically the same. But as you can see, we're gonna grab this key here and use it to open this door. Grab this. Yeah, so that is an energy sphere, and that's going to be the main collectible of this game, and there's usually 3 or 4 in every level, and I'm gonna be grabbing them all. So this Let's Play might also function as a guide for anyone who wants to 100% the game for themselves. But generally, most energy spheres aren't too difficult to grab, and not too difficult to find. But now, you can see the game is wanting us to do this. What's this? Our regular inhale won't work. We're gonna have to shake the Wii remote and inhale it using that method. And you can see we can grab these extra large grayed out blocks using this method and shoot a very powerful star out. And you can see we can also use it on enemies there to be more effective against large ones. And you can keep holding this super inhale indefinitely. Yeah, which is another thing that they added to this game. And now we go through the door, out of that cave, and we encounter this strange-looking enemy. It's basically just a regular sword guy. He'll slash at you, but you can inhale him to gain access to the super abilities. So we have the Ultrasort here, and just look at how big this sword is. absolutely cleaves through these poor Waddle Dees. They never stood a chance. These Sir Kibbles. And that's, as you can see, every time we use the Ultrasort, it swaps to a different giant weapon of some kind. That time it's a curved sword. That's Meta Knight's sword, the Galaxia, which is in my name. And now we have this extra large chunk of land here. We're just using the basic sword. But what's this? A portal. Opening up in the middle of this area here. So let's jump on through. And yeah, we lose our super abilities when we go through these special portals, but this is one of my favorite parts about this game. These alternate dimension areas. You just get deprived of copy abilities. You just have to use your basic suck ability, and that wall of mysterious goop is chasing us. You can actually send stars back at it to slow its scrolling. And yeah, this is the main way that the super inhale is used throughout the game, is to destroy these areas. So yeah. And now we get a choice of copy abilities, sword or fire, and I think I might go with sword, just because it's the more basic one. And now we get our first mini-boss, the Sphere Doomer. So these guys will show up at the end of these extra dimensional levels. Whoops. Looks like that doesn't grant invisibility. But yeah, as you can see, that sword spin absolutely decimates it. So if you know how to use these advanced techniques with copy abilities, I mean, Kirby games are already pretty easy, but this just makes it. You can just turn it up to the next level, and he's already dead. Yeah. He's the first mini-boss. He's pretty darn easy. But as you can see, he grants us 2 energy spheres from defeating that, which will complete our requirements for the stage. And there we go. That's stage 1 all complete. Seen up here, a secret star. Now we get the goal game here. Didn't make it to number 1 that time, but I will in the future. You just get some extra stars there. And we already have 9 lives. Yeah, this game is pretty easy. But I do like it a lot. So as you can see, World 1, sort of your basic grass plains area, and that's accentuated by the stage that we just went through. It was just sort of a grassy plains, but this next stage might be a bit more interesting, especially with this leaf copy ability, which is a new copy ability that they added to this game, and it allows you to shoot leaves. Yeah. And this is a copy ability that I actually really like. It's sort of basic, but it is really fun to just, like, cleave through enemies with leaf tornadoes. Stab them with leaves. And there's this beam you can shoot. You can shoot leaves down with that. Let's grab onto this warp star here. And now we're in a more interesting environment, a forest. And now we get access to the cutter ability, which was available in the last stage, but I guess I'll showcase it now. You can use your basic cutter attacks, throw a boomerang, you can angle it up or down, you can dive to the ground, you can do a sliding slash, and of course, fans of Smash Bros. Will know this move. You do a combo attack before using the final cutter. But yeah, cutter is another really fun one. You just sort of you can use it as a melee weapon or a projectile. It cuts ropes. It's mobile. You have movement options. And it's just another really fun one. And in that last stage we had a key, but something this game does a lot is it makes use of these temporary holdable items, and this one is quite powerful. You can shoot these cannonballs and destroy those grayed out blocks there. We use it to absolutely decimate this area. And there we go. Gets access to an energy sphere there. Needle. This one, it's cool, I guess. Now the big ability that they added to this game was movement options with this rolling needle ability, which is quite fun to use. Just slamming into enemies with a spinning ball of spikes. Yeah. And you can use your needle powers to stick on walls there, as you can see. You can actually use it. You can shoot spikes out also. And what's this? A secret area in the treetops. An invincibility candy. Let's go. Rainbow powers. Energy sphere hidden in the treetops here. And it doesn't last very long. Similar. Basically exactly the same as the Mario series, Superstar. Now we have Beam. And this one, you basically shoot all these long-range projectiles. You can use your basic beam whip here. Cycle it around. And the big ability that they added to this game was this move. You can just stay suspended in the air indefinitely and just circle around. Yeah, it's a fun one. And now we enter another mini-boss battle. Gigant Edge. You can also grab... Whoops. You can grab stars using that. Wow, I'm not playing very well. Ow. Whoops. You know what? I'm just gonna use this. Wow, that didn't kill. Alright, let's go. Got it. And yeah, that's the final energy sphere for now. And there's the exit. Alright, this time I'm gonna get a 1 for sure. Yeah, there we go. $30 stars. And now we've unlocked stage 3. But I think that's going to be the end of today's episode, episode 1. So, yeah, I had it, well, whoops, didn't mean to enter that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully see you again for part 2.